Song never gets old for these kind of stories. We welcome you back to CBS Mornings at 7:30 as we look at London this morning, where people can't stop talking about this latest royal controversy. It's a big story here, too. What's going on with the Princess of Wales? So we told you yesterday that Kate had apologized for this photo with her children that was released on Sunday. It was Mother's Day there, and then withdrawn by news agencies because they said it was a fake photo. Kate admitted editing the photo, which was the first official image we've seen of her in more than 2 months. Officials say that she is still recovering from abdominal surgery. That's all we know about her health. Let's bring in CBS News royal contributor Tina Brown to sort of sort this all out as best we can. Because yesterday, Tina, when we saw the photo, I thought, okay, what's the big deal? They edited the sleeve of Charlotte. There was something with a zipper. There was something with tiles. And I thought much ado about nothing. And then when they wouldn't release the original photo, I thought, uh-oh.
No, well, I'm deeply skeptical that there was a, quote, original. I think it's a jigsaw.
No, you don't think there is an original photo?
I think it's a jigsaw of different pictures. I think they keep digging deeper themselves into this kind of mess, frankly, that they've created for themselves. I mean, it's the strangest thing about it is that Kate is so punctilious about her own image. She's very, very punctilious. You know, she really, that's why she takes all the pictures of the family. And you only have to look at how perfectly put together she is. She's a perfectionist. So the mess of this picture is a curious thing. But I think that the other question really is like, the palace did always say, we're not going to give you any health updates on her condition. She's going to have this operation and she'll be back.
And isn't she entitled to privacy?
She is indeed. And should have it. But the problem is that when you release the picture, it is a health update. The picture is a health update.
Yeah.
It's saying, look at me, look at us.
I'm okay.
I'm perfectly fine. So, of course, the world descends on that picture to dissect it. So that was, I think, the great mistake they made. I also don't understand, I mean, the Queen, at the end of her life, Queen Elizabeth, II, I mean, she had bone cancer. And in the last 8 months of her life, she was on Zoom.
Yeah, we saw her.
She managed to come out onto that balcony and hold onto that stick. People didn't realise that she was actually wheelchair bound in the last 6 months of her life. The public never saw that, but that was what it was. So why they can't simply have Kate on a sort of 50-second Zoom saying, I'm here, I'm fine, bam, that's the end of it. The kind of hiding that they're doing it seems excessive to me. It just adds...
Because then the theories go out of control about what is happening and what is wrong.
And it seems like in a rush to calm these curiosities, they've only just thrown some gasoline on the flames. And another one of those curiosities is the hand that doesn't have a ring on it. And it's something that people noticed.
It's people... And there has been a lot of staff turnover recently. There's a whole kind of, new staff coming in to William's private office. It's possible that this was really a transitional bad staffing situation where no one is really properly paying attention. But clearly the public is going to look at a hand with no wedding ring and say, where is it? And all of it just smacks of chaos to me. I think that the wheels are coming off in terms of the sort of press situation there at the palace.
Also the wingspan, the NBA wingspan she has to get her arms around both kids. But I think you mentioned it's maybe a jigsaw of a picture. Then the added explanation of her supposedly being the editor of this complicated jigsaw. I mean,
her apologizing.
Yeah, her apologizing and say, oh, that was me just experimenting with editing. Why that?
I think because
Do you buy that?
No,
Do you buy that?
I don't, actually. I think that there is no PR strategy. I think that they're flailing, and I think we now need to have a new PR person come into the palace and start having a strategy about these issues. I think this old idea, really, that you can completely disappear, it just doesn't work. It didn't work in Diana's day. In fact, this whole thing has reminded me so much of the 1993 speech that Diana made when she came out at a charity and she asked the public to give her time and space. Do you remember that famous speech?
Yes.
And she said, I knew there was going to be scrutiny when I took on this role, but I had no idea what it was going to be like. I sort of feel we're heading that way a bit for Kate. I do think she clearly feels ill and depleted and she wants this time. But I also think, there's been so much strain and stress on her. She's trying to say, can I just recover quietly and in peace, just like Diana tried? And they won't let you do it. I mean, they won't let you do it.
Well, it's only making it worse. At this point, do you think she needs to come out and just show herself? She doesn't owe us anything when it comes to her health, but do you think she needs to do that?
I think, for instance, yesterday there was a picture of her with William in the car, but she's turned away.
Her face is turned to the side.
Her face is turned to the side.
Yeah.
I think all she needs to do is wave from a car window. That's really all she needs to do and smile. And it's puzzling that that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you of course we have to go, but there's a contrast with what King Charles is doing, being quite public,
Very open about
speaking
what
about
he's
his
going
cancer
through.
diagnosis.
Yeah,
so-
absolutely, no mystery there.
Well, I hope we get that wave, and that waves away
Yes,
all
I
of
do
these,
too.
all this
I hope so, too.
speculation.
And I hope she's all right.
Yeah, I hope she's,
Yeah.
I hope she's doing
she's
well.
all right.
Yeah.
I do.
Tina
It's really,
Brown.
it's rotten for her to deal with all of this, actually.
Yes,
Yes,
agree.
absolutely. Tina Brown, thank you very much.
Thank
Always a
you.
pleasure.